1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Mike Heading here. Merry Christmas. It's that time of year again. We're going to learn a Christmas tune. We're going to work on We Wish You a Merry Christmas in the key of G. I geared this one towards beginners. I wanted to keep it pretty close to the basic melody. You're going to get some good string changing practice here. So there's already going to be some technical things to work on. We don't have to get super fancy. I'll show you a couple easy ways if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. But otherwise, we're going to stick basically to the absolute simple melody for this song. But what's also really cool about this song is it's got some great chords in the backup that we're going to work on. We're in 3/4 time, so we're going to work on a bunch more chords that you might not be familiar with. Again, kind of add that nice gospel kind of Christmas harmony that sounds really good. We'll break that down in the backup section. All right, enough talking. Here's We Wish You a Merry Christmas in the key of G. Here we go. All right, so let's start breaking down We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So we're going to stay pretty close to the basic melody, but focus on getting some good tone and timing and bringing this melody to life. I'll show you a couple little spots you can add some hammer-ons or slides to make it a little bit more challenging, but otherwise we're just going to stay pretty close to the basic melody for this song. Let's play the first 9 measures. That'll be like halfway through the melody part, and then we'll start breaking it down in smaller fragments. Here we go. Again, really slow. All right, so we're going to get some good string changing practice. Remember, we're in 3/4, so we're counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to start with a little pickup. We're going to play on beat 3 of measure 1, count 1, 2, and then play a downstroke on the open 4 string. So 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to hit the open 3rd string. And then do some down up picking. We're going to go open to open on the 3rd string. And then 4th fret, 4th string, ring finger, upstroke. So you have, let's play measure 2 on its own and then we'll put it together. You have. So add back measure 1, we have 1, 2. 2, and then you're going to go to the next measure down to the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and I'm going to use my middle finger. You could also use your index finger, but I like using my middle finger because I'm kind of implying this C chord that we're going to. We're starting on a G and we're going to a C, okay? So that's kind of why I like doing that. So we go, and then right here slide down to the 2nd fret and play it 3 times, 3 downstrokes. So that whole phrase sounds like this. 1, 2. I might even put my 1st finger down to kind of just imply this C chord, right? Again, I'm thinking of playing out of the chord shape. That's a very bluegrass or country way to think of a melody. We're not really thinking in scales as much. We're using scale notes, but we're kind of underlying thinking of these chord shapes that we're playing out of, okay? So again. Next phrase, move your middle finger up to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. We're going to be kind of playing this A7 position, and we're going to play. So similar rhythms to measure 2 and 3. We're going to go 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and then 2nd fret again, open 2nd string, upstroke, and then 2, open. So you kind of just keep your second finger down for a while, and then you just take it off at the end. You have 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and you use that open string there, and then go down to the 4th fret of the 4th string and play that note, and then open 4th string twice. So you have. Put that all together, we have. Notice how we're using that similar rhythm it kind of ties the melody together. So we have. Next phrase, all the way up to the open 2nd string, so jump a string. We're going to play a similar rhythm to measures 2 and 4. Open 2nd string, and then open 2nd string again, 1st fret 2nd string, open, down to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string with an upstroke, and then open 3rd string, down to the 2nd fret, and then we're going to change the rhythm here, do open 4th string down up. So we have. Response lick, use your 1st finger, 2nd fret 4th string, 2nd fret 3rd string, I'm kind of just barring both of them, and then reach your 3rd finger up to the 4th fret of the 4th string, open 3rd string. That ending sounds like this. You can also move your finger quick if you need to. Or you could use two different fingers if you wanted to. I kind of just like barring it, kind of just mashing it down. So that ending 6 through 9 sounds like this. And then into measure 9, we hit the open 3rd string for a half note. 1, 2, and then we're actually going to start that whole melody over. So beat 3 of measure 9 becomes our pickup. We play that exact same thing. So if you get measures 1 through 9, you basically have almost probably 60% or 2/3 of the song memorized already. So that's focus on that, okay? Okay, so like I said, that second half is the exact same, measures 10 through 17. So how could we spice it up a little bit? So one thing we could do is add some hammer-ons. So something like this. Let's take the opening melody. If we want to make it a little harder, we could make, instead of picking that, we could make that first one a hammer-on. Right? So that takes the place of a picked note. So instead of going down, up, now I'm just playing a single downstroke, changing the pitch with my left hand, and then landing here. I could also do like a quick hammer-on. Instead of just going, like a very kind of bluegrass thing to do would be something like that, right? So I'm hammering on after just to add a little more expressiveness. So something like that, or I could play through that full chord, right? So I might do that. Right, fill it up a little bit. Same thing here, I could go, right here I could do a pull off and then land here. The other thing I might do there is like do a little slide. Right here, slide from like 3 to 4. Right, just make it more expressive. You can slide into the notes. Same thing here, I can do a hammer on. Right here I can slide into. Right, so those little details can make a big difference. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can take a simple melody and make it really nice and spice it up and make it more challenging without losing the melody. You don't always have to change the left-hand notes. Add some little slides, add some little hammer-ons. And since that melody repeats twice, maybe the second time you play it, that's where you add some more of those hammer-ons, right? So that could be a way to make the second time through it more interesting or unique, is add those hammer-ons.